monitor still works.
Oh. We will now commence the City of Rapid City Planning Commission meeting for December 5th, 2019. We have some housekeeping items. If any member of the audience wishes to speak to an item on the Planning Commission agenda, there are speaker request forms on the table along the left wall. Please fill out the request with the agenda number of the item you wish to speak to and hand it to the staff on the left of the dais. At this time, we would like to ask that if any member of the audience has a cell phone or other electronic device, that you either turn it off or turn the ringer to silent. If you need to take a call, please step out to the hallway. I think mine's off. Items 1 through 8 have been placed on the consent calendar and may be approved as a group. Action will be taken on all consent items in accordance with staff's recommendations by single vote. Any item may be removed from the consent calendar by any planning commissioner, staff member, or audience member for separate consideration at this time. The findings of the Planning Commission are recommendations to the City Council. The City Council will make the final decision with the exception of the following items. Item 4, 19 PD 046, and item 8, 19 UR 022. The Rapid City Planning Commission's actions excuse me, on these items are final unless any party appeals that decision to the Rapid City Council. All appeals must be submitted in writing to the Department of Community Development by close of business on the 7th full calendar day following the action by the Planning Commission. Are there any items 1 through 8 that staff would like to be removed from the consent calendar? Are there any items 1 through 8 that the Planning Commission would like to be removed from the consent calendar? Are there any items 1 through 8 that any audience member would like to be removed from the consent calendar for separate consideration? Okay. The chair would now entertain a motion to approve the consent calendar items 1 through 8 in accordance with staff recommendations. Okay, Galen made the motion. Second. Who wants the second? Okay, Mike. All right. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Now we move on to number 9.
Thank you. Item number 9 is a major amendment to a plan development overlay to allow an indoor dog park with on-sale liquor use in the Rushmore Mall. You've previously seen the determination of use application for this business operations plan, so today's discussion is going to be specific to the actual major amendment process for this business. Subject property is the Rushmore Mall. The suite that the applicant is intending to operate their business in is located on the western side of the mall, adjacent to the JCPenney's. The property is 56.73 acres in size and is zoned Community Shopping Center District 2. An overview of the zoning map, noting the zoning on the area and then the general commercial to the north. Future land use for the property identifies it as mixed-use commercial. And on the city's major street plan, Dish Drive and North Maple Avenue are both identified as collector streets. This is the site plan that was submitted with the application, showing the floor layout for the business. The applicant intends to operate with a bar and seating area here in the upper right corner. The bar will be limited just to beer and wine. It won't include any hard liquor. Additionally, the applicant has indicated that access into the suite is going to come from the exterior of the building only. So this would be the south side here, the outside. Dogs and owners would come in through this corridor and have a check-in station to check for vaccinations, behavioral assessments, and so forth before going through a gate into the main seating area. There is an off-leash area here. That would be, as it sounds, an off-leash area for the dogs. Additionally, there's other bar seating area, fences, and so forth for owners to walk around with their dogs. So this use, there are other areas in town that have areas for dogs to come into restaurants and bars, but typically those are in outdoor patio areas and so forth. So this is a fairly unique operations plan that the applicant has brought forward to have a true off-leash area and a true space dedicated to an indoor dog park. Additionally, the applicant has indicated that soundproofing will be provided so that there's mitigated impacts on adjacent uses and adjacent suites. Additionally, signage proposed for the operation is just going to be small on the exterior of the building. Again, it'll be exterior access only. The proposed business, there are 5 other on-sale liquor licenses that have been approved previously in the area, whether within the Rushmore Mall or areas such as Texas Roadhouse, Red Lobster, and so forth in that general vicinity. The proposed business is located over 500 feet away from the nearest residential district, so staff does not anticipate any negative impacts on any residential areas or any blight that could be caused by this use. As such, staff would recommend approval of the major amendment to the plan development overlay to allow the indoor dog park with the stipulation that soundproofing be provided and shown at the time of the building permit submittal. Let's see. Again, just showing the location of the suite on the western end of the mall here. And finally, just a couple site photos giving you an idea of where it's located at the mall. View back to the south. And then the main entrance with the dog park entrance being located over here to the left of the screen. And with that, staff would be available for any questions if you have them at this time. And I believe the applicant and the mall manager are also here if you have questions. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I don't have any lights up, and I don't have any speaker requests. Oh, no, Eric.
Point of clarification, the nature of the plan development is such that any tenant having some sort of unique or special considerations under the plan development would have to go through the same process. Is that correct?
That is correct. Part of what makes this a major amendment to the plan development is the on-sale liquor use, and that's really more what this is speaking to. Okay. Additionally, because of the unique operations plan for this business and the potential impact on adjacent uses, that then required that public review so the staff would have the chance to look at that operations plan.
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Vicki.
Planning Commission may recall not that long ago that a determination of use was brought forward, and you, and followed up with the City Council, determined that an indoor dog park may be appropriate at this location as a conditional use. Within the Shopping Center 2 district, there are several uses that are permitted, and those would not require review and approval by the Planning Commission. But anytime, as John said, there's a component that includes on-sale liquor, or it's a use that isn't otherwise identified, we will have to bring those back before you for consideration.
Thank you, Vicki.
One more question, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Was the process, did they have to notify all the other surrounding tenants?
Madam Chair.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vicki.
The applicant is the mall manager, and she is not in the audience today. And what she has indicated to us is that she did visit with several of the tenants. As to all of them, I don't know. But certainly it's had a lot of media attention, so I would assume that
Sure.
they're somewhat aware.
It's more my own curiosity, just if the process sent to all the other tenants, but thank you. That answers my question.
McHugh?
I guess I had a concern in that dogs tend to like to find trees and use them to do their thing. And I guess I don't see an area where they can do this, clean up and so forth, or is that involved in the planning?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Jared Batman, the operator of the facility, is in the audience, and perhaps he could shed a little more light on the operational plan.
Okay. Would that help you, Mike?
Plus, I just like saying his last name.
Hello, Jared Batman, 12484 Merritt Estes Road, Deadwood, South Dakota. To address your question, we would ask that there will be a designated area right outside where they can go, dog can use the bathroom right there. We will also have some, in the off-leash area, some like potty pads. And also we do understand that some accidents will happen, but it will be, cleaned up, spot cleaned right away. But it'll be a cement floor, so every cleaning will be relatively easy.
So that in that they will be asked to take a bag out so that the whole front of the mall area, I'm assuming, is not going to be messed up, so to speak.
Correct. Yep, it'll be the owner's responsibility to keep it clean and so forth.
I guess I have a question for you. Being a dog owner, I know that not everyone cleans up after their dog. And will you have it as a part of your policy, your staff cleaning procedures, that they have to check that outside area to make sure it's taken care of every day?
Correct. Yep. We understand that not everybody is going to clean up after them, so it would also be myself and employees' responsibility to keep it clean and sanitary as well.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any other questions for Mr. Batman? Well, I don't have any speaker requests or any other lights. Do we have a motion?
Move approval.
Okay, we've got a second by Karen. Or first by Karen, second by Vince. All right, any discussion on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Item number 10.
Item number 10 is 19 UR 023, a major amendment to a plan development to expand an on-sale liquor establishment. We saw this one back in October. It's self-serve tap room. What the applicant got approval for was using the first 2 stories of the building for the tap room. After doing some renovation, they realized that the second floor mezzanine wasn't going to be as big as they thought, so they're expanding into the 3rd floor, which is going to be more seating area and a game room. Nothing else has changed other than the name, which now is going to be Pour 54 Tap House. It's located downtown, 615 Main Street, Central Business District, downtown, and then Main and St. Joe are principal arterial streets. Same layout with delivery access from the alley and new mechanical and garbage. Here we have floor layouts showing using all 3 floors. That's why we have the major amendment, is they're expanding from the first 2 into the 3rd floor. And then these are pictures from earlier than this week, actually from the last time we looked at this. So just to give you a general idea, this is the area where we expect to see on-sale liquor establishments. It's a destination, and so hopefully more activity and types of uses like this improve our downtown. So with that, staff is recommending to approve with stipulations, and the applicant is here to answer any questions.
Okay, Fletcher, thank you. And I also don't have any lights up about this. Do we have any questions for staff? Okay, Karen.
My only question would be if they're operating in the first floor mezzanine and then the second floor or third floor, whatever that is called, will there be staff in all those floors so to take care of anything that might happen?
Morning, Brian Data. So the second floor, if you look at the picture again, if we put it up, it's a there is no, it's very small, it's less than 400 square feet, so there will not be anyone on the second floor. The second floor mezzanine just overlooks the first floor basically to give you access to see the bigger building and how it was built and the tin and all that kind of stuff. The third floor will have a staff member up top.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
I don't have any speaker request forms or any. Okay, Galen made the motion to approve with staff stipulations, and Meg G seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All right, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Well, it's flying right by. Do we have any discussion items?
Just one, I believe. We have brought bagels this morning to show some appreciation for all of the hard work that you folks have done over the year. And this is our last meeting of the year, so we won't see you again till 2020. So please help yourself, and we wish you happy holidays.
Thank you. Any planning commission items? Oh, we do have, Eric has a planning commission item. Or, not Eric, Mike.
I want to go back at you with the happy holidays, and it's been a pleasure to work with you guys all during the year as well. So thank you for all you do.
Okay. Galen, you made the motion to adjourn? All right, any second? Okay, Mike G seconds. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. I know. Well, the